Hey guys, it's Drac and I'm making a video. Normally I would unpackage this on camera, but I wanted to open it in advance and see kind of what was in it before I made a video so that I could streamline the video and tell you guys about the contents of this package in a manner that makes sense, because it took me about 30 minutes to sort these cards out, and I wouldn't want to do that on camera. It would take forever. So, this is a package that was sent to me in a priority mail envelope from a user called Zombiehunter on Nerf Revolution, and he's also got a channel on YouTube, and it was a very nice gift that he sent me. He found it when he was thrift store hunting. He found it at a Goodwill, and it says on it, "I am no Bobololo, but please make a video of this," so I definitely am going to make a video to kind of thank him and show my viewers what I got. So, all the contents are laid out. These are loose cards. These are cards that I think are valuable or cool, and then these are the boxes that they came in. Now, there was a Dark Steel Transference deck box, which didn't have the Dark Steel deck in it. There was a Morningtide Shamanism box, which did not have that deck in it, and then there was a Kithkin Militia from, and I don't know what this block is. I think it's the Lorwyn, but I'm just not positive. And this deck was also not inside. I looked up the deck lists for the cards, and there are pieces of some of those things in here, but just not the entire thing, so it wasn't worth preserving. Now, the boxes themselves are cool. They're vintage Magic deck boxes, so I will definitely be saving them, and I don't know what I'll do with them. This is a very kind note that he wrote to me, and again, I want to thank you personally, Zombiehunter, for this gift. It's very nice, and you went out of your way to do something nice for me, and I appreciate that. I'm not going to show your note on camera because it's addressed specifically to me. These are some of the lands I found when sorting through that I thought were cool. I don't really know what makes a card an alpha card, so I had some trouble with that, but these are cards that I thought were neat. I'm pretty sure none of these are alpha lands, even though the art on this one I think is the same as an alpha swamp. But they have white borders and the black border ones have the wrong art. So there are 6 vintage swamps that I think are cool. Here are the rares that I found in the random cards: Reach of Brambles, or Reach of Branches, Thran Weaponry, Convalescent Care, Loxodon Punisher. I think he's been reprinted, I'm not positive. Dark Ritual. This isn't really a rare, it's just a cool card. And again, I know it's not alpha, but I think it's interesting nonetheless, and I know that there's an alpha version of this. There are actually 2 Dark Rituals. I pulled both of them aside. I still have no idea how I'd ever go about making a legacy deck, so I saved the cards I think that are interesting. Drain Life, which doesn't have a date on it, so I'm not sure what set it's from, but I thought it was cool. Decree of Silence is a rare. And then there's Magus, I forget how you pronounce that word. Magus of the Vineyard, or Vineyard, depending upon where you're from. And it's just a neat rare from the Future Sight block, I think. Remember, I'm new to Magic, so I don't know about all these old blocks. Then these are the cards that I'm really excited about. There were some foils. This is a foil Spawnrite. I think there are 3 foil Forests, one of which is from Shadowmoor. And then I don't know what this block is. But I love foil lands. They're very cool. A foil Festering Wound. I didn't even know they made foils this far back. A foil Dragon's Blood from Zendikar, I think. And then, that's the spawn, right? 3 foil Swamps, which is just awesome. I love the Zendikar. Or those Miraidon. Again, the old blocks confuse me, but this one's the really cool one. It's just a darker foil, and I like it. I think it's very cool. I will tell you, and I'm not going to go through the decks. I may make separate videos to go through the decks. There were 2 complete decks in here, and they're the Shadowmoor decks. They're the pre-constructed. One is Aura Mastery, and one is Turnabout, and both of these had all 60 cards in their deck lists inside, so I'm setting these aside, and I'll probably play games with them. The Shadowmoor had a lot of dual cards, which I thought were really neat. I will run through the block of cards here, but it'd take forever, so I'm going to just kind of shift through it really fast, and if you guys have any interest in looking at this very quickly and see anything that should be valuable or is cool, please tell me so that I can make note of it. I'm reasonably sure that none of these cards are worth anything except maybe these artifact lands. I've seen these before places and I don't know what they're for. I've heard of things called affinity decks. And that might be what they're used in. I may be going too fast for any of you to read this stuff. This is another card that I thought might be worth something. This is the Blinkmoth Well, which I don't think has anything to do with the Inkmoth Nexus that are out there right now. I guess I'll find out if I have any Magic the Gathering experts in my viewer base, because they can tell me if any of these cards... These are cool, just the old way these cards were done. I think it was only for one block, but there are a few of those in here. I think they're neat. Lots of lands. This looks like it was a zombie deck at some point. Looks like my camera's starting to get fuzzy and out of focus, which is strange. Hey, it's an Angel of Mercy. I think those have been reprinted a few times because I recognize it. It's a red one of those. And then this is the last bit. Wow, this video has gone on for about 7.5 minutes at this point. If you guys have stuck through the whole thing and watched it in its entirety, you're truly a dedicated viewer, and thanks for hanging in there. As always, guys, thanks for watching.